Buying a used AMG can either be a smart financial decision or a $15,000 mistake waiting to happen. In 2026, the Mercedes-Amg market looks extremely tempting. Depreciation has done the heavy lifting. Cars that originally stickered for $100,000 to $150,000 are now selling for half that, sometimes less. On the surface, it feels like an opportunity. But here's the reality most buyers overlook. Some AMGs age exceptionally well and remain solid long after the warranty expires, while others quietly turn into expensive liabilities due to complex suspension systems, transmission weaknesses, or engine-related issues. And the difference has nothing to do with horsepower or how fast the car feels. In this video, you'll learn which Mercedes-Amg models are actually safe to buy in 2026 based on engine design, transmission durability, long-term ownership data, and realistic maintenance costs. We're ranking them from generally safe to the single most financially secure AMG you can own right now. And stay with me until the end, because after we go through the smart buys, I'll also break down which AMG models you should completely avoid if you care about protecting on your money. Let's start with number 5. Number 5 on this list is the Mercedes-Amg GT, specifically the 2016 to 2018 GT and GTS chassis code C190. When these cars were new, they carried sticker prices between $115,000 and $140,000 depending on specification. Today, clean examples with 30,000 to 45,000 miles are trading in the $55,000 to $70,000 range, which places them in an interesting position financially. Under the hood is the M178 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8, producing 456 horsepower in the base GT and 503 horsepower in the GTS. It's paired to a 7-speed dual-clutch transicle mounted at the rear with a torque tube connecting the engine, a layout engineered for structural rigidity and long-term durability under load. This engine uses a closed-deck design and forged internals, and so far it has proven to be structurally strong even past 70,000 miles when properly maintained. Cylinder scoring is not a common issue on the M178, and the dry sump lubrication system reduces oil starvation risk compared to traditional wet sump setups. Now, this is not a cheap car to maintain. Oil services are more expensive than on a C-Class AMG, and brake components can easily exceed $3,000 to $5,000 if equipped with carbon ceramics. The 7-speed dual-clutch transmission has shown occasional issues with speed sensors and fluid leaks, particularly on higher mileage units, so service history is critical. Early software calibrations also benefited from updates, so confirming recall and TCU updates is important before purchase. Suspension components and engine mounts should be inspected carefully, especially on cars driven aggressively. Despite that, the GT sits at number 5 because depreciation has absorbed the biggest financial hit already. You are buying into a hand-built Affalterbach engine, an aluminum space frame chassis, and a relatively modern electronics architecture without paying six-figure money. The key is buying the right example. Look for complete service records, avoid heavily modified cars, confirm transmission servicing, and always get a pre-purchase inspection focusing on underbody leaks and cooling system integrity. It's not the cheapest AMG to own, but at today's pricing, it represents controlled risk when purchased correctly. Number 4 is the 2019 to 2022 Mercedes-Amg C43 chassis W205 facelift. This is the AMG that many buyers overlooked when it was new, and that misunderstanding is exactly why it makes sense financially today. Under the hood is the M276 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6, producing 385 horsepower and 384 lb-ft of torque, paired with the 9-speed 9G-tronic automatic transmission and a rear-biased 4MATIC system. It's not a hand-built engine from Affalterbach, but from a long-term ownership perspective that actually works in its favor. The M276 has proven to be structurally durable when maintained correctly, with strong cylinder wall design and no widespread cylinder scoring concerns like some earlier AMG V8s experienced. In today's market, clean facelift examples with 30,000 to 50,000 miles are trading between $32,000 and $40,000. That's a significant drop from original MSRP figures in the mid-$50,000 range. What makes the C43 financially safer than older AMGs is its balance of modern electronics, improved infotainment, and relatively manageable maintenance costs. The 9G-tronic transmission has generally been reliable, though early units across the Mercedes lineup had valve body and conductor plate concerns, so software updates and service records matter. Engine mounts, front control arms, and coolant system components should be inspected, especially as the car approaches 60,000 miles. Maintenance costs are closer to a well-equipped C-Class than to a full V8 AMG. Oil services, brake components, and routine wear items are far more manageable compared to models like the GT or older hydraulic suspension SL models. The C43 works best for buyers who want a daily driver that still delivers AMG character without exposing themselves to five-figure repair risks. Before buying, verify that the car has not been heavily tuned. Check for transfer case noise under load. Confirm all recalls are completed, and always perform a diagnostic scan for stored transmission codes. It may not be the most exotic AMG, but from a financial risk standpoint, it's one of the most rational entry points into the brand in 2026. Number 3 is the 2009 to 2011 Mercedes-Benz SL63 AMG Chassis R230 facelift. This is where things start to get interesting financially, because you're entering naturally aspirated 6.2-liter V8 territory without paying collector-level pricing. The M156 engine in the SL63 produces 518 horsepower and 465 lb-ft of torque, paired with the AMG Speedshift 7 G-tronic transmission. Earlier versions of the M156 had well-documented headbolt issues between 2007 and early 2011. But by the later production years, most of those concerns were addressed, and many surviving cars have already had updated headbolts installed. Verification is critical before purchase. In today's market, clean examples with 40,000 to 70,000 miles are typically trading between $28,000 and $38,000. That is a dramatic drop from original MSRP figures that exceeded $130,000. The reason this car ranks above the previous two is that the naturally aspirated M156, once sorted, has proven to be mechanically robust when properly maintained. There are no turbochargers to replace, and long-term engine durability is strong if oil changes are done consistently and cam adjusters are monitored. Known issues include camshaft wear on some units, intake manifold flap failures, and ABC hydraulic suspension maintenance. The ABC system can be expensive if neglected, with pump or strut replacements reaching several $1,000s, so inspection for leaks and proper ride height behavior is mandatory. Before buying, confirm updated headbolts, inspect for camshaft adjuster noise at cold start, scan for suspension fault codes, and check that the ABC system raises and lowers smoothly without warning messages. Brake components and motor mounts should also be evaluated carefully. The SL63 is not cheap to own, but depreciation has stabilized, and most major mechanical risks are known and manageable with proper due diligence. At this price level, You're getting one of AMG's most iconic naturally aspirated engines with contained financial exposure if you buy correctly. Number 2 is the 2007 to 2011 Mercedes-Benz SLK 55 AMG Chassis RE 171. This is one of the most overlooked AMGs from a financial risk perspective, and that's exactly why it ranks this high. Under the hood is the M113 5.4-liter naturally aspirated V8 producing 355 horsepower and 376 lb-ft of torque, paired with the 7-speed 7G-tronic automatic transmission in later years. The M113 is widely regarded as one of Mercedes' most durable modern V8 engines. It uses a proven 3-valve per-cylinder design, a single overhead cam layout, and does not suffer from the head bolt or camshaft wear issues associated with the later M156. In 2026, clean examples with 40,000 to 80,000 miles are trading between $18,000 and $25,000. Original MSRP was around $65,000 to $70,000, so the majority of depreciation is long behind it. What makes the SLK 55 financially attractive is mechanical simplicity compared to larger AMGs of the same era. It does not use the complex ABC hydraulic suspension found in the SL models, and it avoids forced induction components that increase long-term repair costs. The folding hardtop mechanism should be inspected for smooth operation and hydraulic leaks, but overall failure rates are manageable if maintained properly. Known issues include aging motor mounts, valve cover gasket leaks, and typical wear items like control arm bushings and suspension components after 60,000 miles. The 7G-tronic transmission should be checked for smooth shifts and proper fluid service history. Before purchasing, confirm regular oil change intervals, inspect for oil seepage around the front timing cover, test the roof operation multiple times, and scan for stored transmission codes. The SLK 55 represents a strong balance of V8 durability, relatively low complexity, and stable market pricing. It may not carry collector hype, but from a maintenance and long-term ownership standpoint, it is one of the safest older AMG entries available today. Number 1 is the 2016 to 2018 Mercedes-Amg GTS Chassis C190. This is currently the most financially interesting AMG in 2026 when you analyze depreciation versus mechanical strength. Under the hood is the M178 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 producing 503 horsepower and 479 lb-ft of torque, paired with the 7-speed dual-clutch rear-mounted transaxle. The engine uses a closed-deck block design and dry sump lubrication, engineered for sustained load and high thermal stability. Long-term reliability data shows the bottom end of the M178 to be structurally strong when oil services are performed correctly and cooling systems are maintained. Clean examples with 30,000 to 45,000 miles are trading between $60,000 and $70,000 compared to original MSRP figures that were typically above $130,000. That level of depreciation significantly reduces financial exposure compared to buying new. Unlike older hydraulic suspension AMGs, the GT avoids ABC system risks, and the electronics architecture is far more modern and diagnosable than early 2000 AS platforms. Known issues include transmission fluid leaks on some early units, speed sensor faults within the dual-clutch system, and higher-than-average maintenance costs for routine services. Carbon ceramic brake cars should be inspected carefully due to replacement cost. Engine mounts and cooling components should also be checked around the 40,000 mile mark. Before purchasing, confirm full service documentation, verify transmission servicing, inspect for oil seepage underneath the rear transaxle area, and avoid heavily modified examples. The GTS ranks first because it combines a structurally robust modern AMG engine, stabilized depreciation, and manageable long-term risk when properly maintained. It is not the cheapest AMG to own, but from a depreciation to durability ratio standpoint, it represents the strongest financial balance in today's market. Now, as promised, in the final section we'll briefly cover which AMG models you should approach with extreme caution if your goal is long-term ownership without financial surprises. The main lesson here is simple. Depreciation alone does not make an AMG a bargain. The real value comes from understanding engine architecture, transmission design, suspension complexity, and long-term maintenance patterns. Models with proven engines like the M113, updated M156 units, and the newer M177 and M178 platforms offer far more predictable ownership costs than older hydraulic-heavy or poorly maintained examples. Buying the right car is about controlling risk, not chasing the lowest price. If you're considering one of these AMGs, comment below with the exact model, engine, and mileage you're looking at. The details matter, and small differences in year or drivetrain can completely change the financial risk. Make the decision based on data, not emotion, and you'll enjoy the car without funding unnecessary repairs.